The debate over vaping continues to make headlines, with some campaigning to make e-cigarettes more available to help smokers quit, while others want to see vaping products banned, especially to teens. We're joined this morning by Jason Stolb, the executive director of the American Heart Association in our area. Jason, good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Sure thing. Let's talk about how e-cigarettes impact your heart health first.
Absolutely. The issue here is a couple things with e-cigarettes. One, you have, some heavy metals that you are breathing in, such as lead, which, is obviously a big problem for your overall health and, long-term effects on your heart health. But the other issue is nicotine addiction. So, when someone starts vaping and then ultimately they end up addicted to nicotine, and nicotine is something that's going to raise your blood pressure. So if you're continuing the nicotine use over time and you're going to continuously have chronic high blood pressure because of it, that can lead to some long-term effects, such as, hardening of the arterial walls, stenosis. Long-term effects could lead to an increased risk for heart attack or stroke because of that. So really, we talk a lot about the nicotine addiction piece when it comes to vaping for the long term.
So when someone says to you that they feel like they're turning to vaping to try to turn away from smoking cigarettes, how do you respond to those people?
Yep. Yeah, the conversation has to be about the long-term addiction to nicotine, right? If that's raising your blood pressure over time, it's going to be a problem. So you need to really focus in on, yes, there's not the tobacco products of old, where you're smoking, but it's really the nicotine that I think people don't realize. They had associated historically with, the actual smoking piece of it. But we really need to open the conversation more about what it means to be addicted to nicotine over the course of decades.
Of course, we're talking about kids. Teens may not be fully aware of this. How do organizations like the American Heart Association try to get this message out to the youngest members of our population and their parents?
Yep, absolutely. So if you visit heart.org/anti-vaping, we have lots of resources. We have ways you can have conversations. It's very important for parents to open up the dialogue. You have to prepare your children to react to peer pressure, to be prepared for those situations. You have to talk about the nicotine, as I said. Another couple of great pieces are, parents lead by example, in a healthy manner in their life. And then, one of the other things parents can do is, ask questions about your school policies, because the situation that we're running into is that, addiction is leading to punishment, which is suspension. So the more the schools can talk about cessation programming in the school, the better. So I would ask those questions as well.
All right, some good information, Jason, from the American Heart Association. Jason Stolb, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.